Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yo, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, host of When Persona Interviews. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Something's wrong with my oh shit. Oh shit. My mic stand just fell off. Oh boy, hold on. Holy moly. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, guys, tell me how that sounds. I just had to like do some surgery on my shit real quick because the my microphone stand broke. So I'm sitting here trying to do some like real professional shit right now. I'm really trying to do some professional shit, and I'm trying to get this thing right. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, that should. I'll have to. I have to fix it better. Yo, this is not a good start. This is not a good start to When Persona Speaks. I'm so sorry. Shout out to everybody here, man. My microphone stand just like fell apart at the beginning. Okay, let's start this again. Let's start. Yo, shout out to Barry, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, let's start off like this. Before we get into intros and everything, can everybody hear me and do I sound clear? Let's start there. Do I sound clear and can everybody hear me? Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay? That's what I want to make sure first. I want to make sure this is a great show. Shout out to everybody here. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. Y'all know this. I'm good. You good. Cool. Awesome. Great. I appreciate y'all. All right, so let's do this right. Yo, what's good, people? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, host of When Persona Interviews, and one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And first and foremost, I have to say, shout out to the people in the chat, man. Without you guys in the chat, this podcast, this channel would not be anything without you guys. You guys are so appreciated, man. I appreciate y'all so much. And yo, listen, man. Listen, guys, we got some good news. We got some good news. We got some good news today. We've been having some good news this week. It's been a crazy week, and I might have to start off by saying this. PlayStation, I'm sorry. No, you know what? Am I sorry? Yeah, I'm a little bit sorry. PlayStation, I'm sorry. Right? PlayStation, I'm sorry because I doubted you. I did. Your boy doubted you a little bit, PlayStation. And the only reason I'm gonna say that is because I definitely was one of those people that it's certain things with PlayStation that I've been wanting PlayStation to do. You feel me? I've been wanting PlayStation to do the UI reveal. I've been wanting PlayStation to do the teardown. I've been wanting PlayStation to do a couple of things that PlayStation normally does. You know, we seen the games, we saw the console, we finally got the price reveal, the release date, and things like that. We finally got that stuff last month, right? And so, it took too long. I'm gonna be honest. It took too long. It took too long. Right? But by God, is it amazing? I gotta be honest, guys. And I think I told you guys this before. One thing that my grandmother, when I was growing up, she used to say this a lot. One thing my grandmother used to say was, whatever you're expecting is always going to be on time. And I'm saying the saying wrong. But pretty much, good news is always on time. Something that's expecting, like if something good happens or you're expecting something to happen, and you rushing it and you're impatient and stuff like that. My grandmother always say, whatever you got coming to you is going to come to you on time. It's never going to be late. It's never going to be early. It's always going to be on time, right? And I gotta be honest with y'all. As much as I've been vocal about PlayStation not being as forthcoming about information, especially during the summer. We had got the PS5 showcase in June, and then, pretty much from the end of June till the middle of September is when we got a lot of, when we really got some new substantial information when it comes to PlayStation 5 and next generation. You feel me? So, seeing that type of stuff, I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, PlayStation, 3 months, PlayStation, what's going on here? And we had that little state of play in August and all that, but that wasn't enough. That didn't show anything, and that wasn't PlayStation 5 related, so we can't even count that. Yo, Corey, what's good, man? Rollo, Social, Baruto, Baltimore, Sam, Jay Barry, who else is here, man? I appreciate all y'all. Christopher Baldwin, I appreciate you, sir. Mighty Mouse, I appreciate you as well. I appreciate all y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all are amazing people. Another round of applause, man. Let's get another round of applause for the people in the chat, man. Let's get another round of applause, man. Jeffrey King in the building. Shout out to you. Listen, I've been like really busy. Life, like I've been really busy with life these past couple days, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It feels good to stop and talk to you guys. I had to do this podcast today. I had to, because with the information we've been getting this week, and trust me, I've been paying attention to the information we've been getting, both PlayStation and Xbox. You feel me? And it's been a lot of good information this week. How you felt seeing the teardown today? Oh, Rollo, we gonna get it. Yo, Rollo, we gonna get into it, bruh. We gonna get into it. So, PlayStation was falling behind. But I'm going to be honest. This news today, even though I've been waiting for this teardown for a minute, getting it today, it feels like it was on time You get what I'm saying, guys? It feels like this news was on time today. You feel me? And I'm gonna be honest. And this is just like when we got the news about the PlayStation 5 showcase back in September, right? Like, it's a random day. It's a random day, bro. Like, and it's a Wednesday at that. Last time it was a Saturday. This is a Wednesday. All right, so first off, shout out to my bro Bari, man. I had seen them, like, when I finally saw the news about the teardown, I was still like half asleep. Like, I hadn't really looked at Twitter or anything in the morning today, just because I was like really, really tired. So I didn't really see. I wasn't paying attention to Twitter this morning. Shout out to my bro Bari. He's like, yo, the teardown. I'm like, yeah, I looked. I'm like, oh shit, wait, a full teardown? Then I looked at how long the video was, because I was gonna watch it on my phone. Then I was like, you know what? No. I looked at how long the video was. Video was about 8 minutes. I was like, yo, wait, what? 8 minutes? A teardown? I have to see this. So instead of watching this on my phone, because this is PlayStation, we don't disrespect PlayStation like that. PlayStation Nation, y'all know this. I was like, I got to put this on the big screen. I got to put this up on the TV. So, I pull out YouTube on the TV. I got out the shower. So, I'm sitting there chilling. I'm in my towel. We ain't even dressed yet. You feel me? So I put this on the TV, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. As soon as I seen the console, can I be honest, y'all? Every time I see this console, I smile, man. I really do. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I smile and I start like thinking like, damn, yo, I can't wait till I have this console in my house. You feel me? I can't wait till I'm able to play this console. Like, my excitement to play the PlayStation 5, my excitement to play these games this holiday, it's really, really high, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Really, really high. All the games that are coming out, like, I'm buying like 8, 9, 10 games. I'm really excited to play all this on the PlayStation 5. So excited that, I bought the new TV. I got the Sony 900X, the X900H, right? That'll be here next week and be up on my wall, and 65-inch. And then I bought a brand new chair. Like, I'm getting ready for this PS5 experience coming this holiday. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I'm just really excited. So when I seen the teardown, I'm like, yo, yes, I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm like, what? So I'm sitting there, I'm watching it. I'm watching him disassemble, and we're gonna watch the video, guys, because certain parts of it, we're gonna break this down. Now hold on, before we even watch the video, well, we're gonna get to that. So I'm super excited. Like, I'm so happy that PlayStation, they put this teardown out. But you know why? And I said this a couple weeks ago when the whole Bethesda stuff was happening, right? I said, yo, PlayStation is very calculated. PlayStation is very, very, very calculated, right? Peep this, right? So all this news this week about the heating issues with the Xbox Series X, right? Old buddy was like, the Xbox gets a little toasty and all this crazy shit that people have been saying, right? And, it's rumors well, listen, is it really, and this is my whole thing, and this is why I say certain people in this community, they kill me, man. Like, they really, like, they such shills and fanboy, not even fanboys, they such shills. Like, they won't admit or acknowledge the truth, because it would be different if I or somebody else here, I'm not buying the LG CX Baruto. That Sony X900H is just looking too good, right? And this is the problem with, it's not like I'm sitting here on Twitter, or I'm sitting here on YouTube or whatever, and I'm creating content, putting out misinformation, right? It's not like I'm out here saying this stuff, right? It's not like people in this community, albeit PlayStation Nation or whoever, is putting out misinformation about the Xbox Series X overheating. No one, at least especially people I fuck with, no one like Bari or Sick or whoever, Stealth, whoever, no one is putting out this misinformation. This is information coming from people who have preview consoles. These are people who have the consoles themselves saying this stuff. I'm not saying this. We're only speaking on what is being told to us, right? These people actually physically have the console. You feel me? So it doesn't, the two don't apply here. There is no misinformation. This is what they are saying. So with all that information floating around about, overheating this and the expandable memory is super hot and it's toasty and room is kind of toasty and it's, other people and more reports are starting to come out of overheating issues and ventilation issues, all this other stuff, right? All this stuff was coming out this week, right? For all that information to come out, and then PlayStation puts out a teardown this week as well. Puts out a teardown showing this big ass heatsink, liquid metal cooling solution on the CPU, a fan with like 20 million blades. Like, that's too calculated. That is way, way, way too calculated. PlayStation was trying to add insult to injury. PlayStation was trying to let you guys know, hey, look, this right here, this PlayStation 5, we talking whisper quiet. We talking, this thing gonna have you saying, you gonna be like, huh? And I gotta be honest with you guys. When I watched the PlayStation 5 teardown and old boy pulled out that big ass heatsink, I was like, damn, bro, is this a goddamn Subway sandwich you pulled out this bitch? Like, what you pulled out this goddamn console? My man pulled out a whole Subway sandwich talking about this the heat sink. Bro, what? Bro, this is a 5 for 5, my mans. What is you talking about? Man's pulled out a whole Subway sandwich talking about this the heat sink, huh? I was like, I'm not even lying to you guys. When I seen that part, I had to pause for a second. I was like, is that the heat sink? I'm dead serious. I was sitting there like, is that I had to rewind and I'm like, damn, that's the heat sink, bruh. That thing is the size of the damn console. Like, they really want to make sure that this console is going to be whisper quiet because that heat sink is big. Pause. That heat sink is, I was like, what? Like, this just threw me off. I was like, what is this? That heatsink big. That heatsink is big. I was like, all right, PlayStation is not playing around here. PlayStation is not playing around. PlayStation is serious when it comes to making sure that your console is going to be cool. Yo, Chris Righteous, what's good, bro? And, when we saw the liquid cooling and stuff like that, I'm just like, yo, what? But, yo, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's how you guys know I'm super excited. So, let's look at this teardown, man. I want to watch... Guys, let's watch this teardown together. I want us to watch the teardown, and we're going to break it down, man. We're going to break it down a little bit. Now, before I begin this, right, I'm going to let y'all know, I ain't no Spec Ops. You understand? I'm not about to be sitting here talking about, and pretend to even think I know, about the engineering of how this shit is made. Listen, I ain't that. Nah, yeah, I'm an IT guy, but I ain't no engineer. You feel me? So this part of it, we gonna watch it together, and I'm just gonna talk about how the shit look, and how we gonna touch on some things, man. Cause there's some controversial things in this teardown that really, and this is why it's always good to wait until we get the information from the horse's mouth. Pun intended, too, because we stallions out here. Yeah, we stallions out here, PlayStation Nation. And this is why it's always good to wait till you get the information from the horse's mouth, because when you get the information from the horse's mouth, it's undisputed. You can't dispute this information, right? Yes, we do. We all talk about rumors. We all talk about, leaks and stuff like that. Yes, we all talk about that stuff because that stuff is fun to talk about, right? But when that stuff is talked about, it is always supposed to be spoken about it with a grain of salt. A lot of people use leaks and rumors as fact, and they use it as when they speak in absolutes. And it's like, this is not absolute. This is not something that is confirmed. Until it's confirmed, it is not absolute. No, stop it, right? So, it's fun to talk about leaks and rumors, but with PlayStation, man, the way they shut shit down and the way they just put the information out there, it's always so subtle, but also so disrespectful. Because they watching. You know they see what these people on Twitter and all around social media say. They watch these journalists and what they be saying in these YouTube videos and all this other stuff. You know they say that stuff. You know they watch that stuff. You know they see that stuff. They see all that shit. But what do? They say, listen, let's put this teardown out. Let's look at this RDNA 2. You feel me? Let's look at this goddamn heat sink that looked like a goddamn Subway sandwich. You know, let's really look at this and break this down. You feel me? So, yo, guys, sit back. We about to watch this, and I'm actually going to be stopping the video in about a minute and a half in, because one of the most controversial things that was floating around Twitter today, we going to talk about, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not screwing with you. Hint, hint. Oh, yeah, I got the closed caption on as well, because they speak in Japanese. As much as I love anime and Japanese culture, I can't speak or understand Japanese. So we're going to need this in English. But let's do this. Do not, for your information only, do not try this at home. Risk of exposure to laser radiation, electric shock, or other injury. Disassembling a PlayStation console will invalidate your manufacturer's guarantee. Yo, Logical, what's good? Andre Clay, what's good? What's going on here? PlayStation 5 teardown. Like, it's just simple. It's simple.
PlayStation 5 です。
Alright, so let's stop it right here real quick. Shout out to my boy Yoshihiro Utori. Shout out to my boy Yoshihiro. He obviously there in Japan, most likely, with this teardown, right? And I'm pretty sure once this video hit social media, my boy Yoshihiro is swimming. He is swimming in women. My boy is the baddest motherfucker in Japan right now. Disassembling a PS5? Man, them women out there in Japan, them throwing themselves at the boy. You feel me? Shout out to my boy Yoshihiro, because you know he's swimming. He's swimming with the ladies, man. But let's get to it.
サイズは幅 104mm、高さ 390mm、奥行き 260mm と PS4 より一回り大きくすることにより、処理能力や静音性の面で飛躍的な性能向上を実現しました。
You see what he said? You saw what he said? But resulting in dramatic improvement in performance in terms of processing power and quietness. That thing quiet.
性の面で飛躍的な性能向上を実現しました。フロント側には USB Type-C ポートとハイスピード
So I'm thinking this thing right here, the USB Type-C, I believe this is going to be the port on the controller, because when you look at the controller also has this little port as well. So USB Type-C, super speed up to 10 gigs, that controller is going to be charging fast, man. And real talk, yeah, listen, this is how my setup gonna be. When the PS5 come, I'm gonna have it standing up on my desk, and I'm gonna have the charging station right in front. Cause I'm gonna have like 3-4 controllers. Them 2 controllers always gonna be on the charging station charging. And them things are going to be charging up quick. I can't wait. The PlayStation 5 definitely bigger than his torso. That PS5 big. That PS5 is definitely going to be a big boy.
USB 対応の
Yo, Wolf, let's go, bro. It's there's no extra power. That's just the way it's shaped. That's marketing. Hey, listen. It might be more. Hey, it might be.
側にはスーパースピード USB 対応の Type A ポートを2つ。
So Type A ports in the
LAN
back.
ポート、HDMI ポー
LAN
ト、
port, HDMI
電源
port.
端子を搭載してい
Now
ます。
this is the thing that actually surprised me, and I was talking to my friend about this earlier. The fact that, because on the PlayStation 4 Pro, the PlayStation 4 Pro is a 3-prong power connection. The PS4 Pro is a 3-prong power connection, right? And it consumes a lot of power. I'm really, really surprised at the fact that the PS5 is a 2-prong. That is actually quite impressive, especially when you look at the clock speeds and you look at how much power this console really is going to be consuming. The fact that it's a 2-prong power connection, that is impressive, which leads me to believe that the parts that's being used and stuff like that is really, really, really it's fitted for power consumption, but like real efficient power use. Because remember, PlayStation was talking about smart shift and things like that, where it would distribute the amount of power and things that the CPU and GPU would need. It would distribute it, where like it would offset some of the power or not use some and things like that. So that's pretty impressive.
フロント側の2列が吸気口です。リア側はすべて排気口になります。
So vents is going all around this bad boy. That is this thing is gonna be cool as a cucumber. No forest fires will be started with this console, guys. Just a heads up. Here we go. We about to stop it right here. All right, let's stop it right here. Let's stop it right here. This is the part that we are stopping first, and we got to talk about this. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat. First of all, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love all y'all, okay? I do. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the controversy going around social media all day, and we need to talk. We need to talk because some of you guys to say it very bluntly, some of you guys need to cut the bullshit. Okay? Cut the bullshit. Okay? What is folks talking about here? Oh, well, I don't really like the fact that I have to unscrew this. Wow, so I need tools in order to unscrew the stand. Wow, I gotta unscrew this and unscrew that to do. And I'm like, guys, have you? And you know what's so funny? Some of these people, I said this on Twitter, some of these people that are mad about having to unscrew the stand have gaming rigs. These people have built computers, gaming computers. What are you talking about? Right? What are you talking about? It's the same thing, and what's so funny and why this is how you know people. Some of these people are such fanboys. This is how you know these people are fanboys in disguise or these people are in denial. Peep this. When you say you buy a TV, what do you need to do? Some TVs have it where you need to screw in the stand that comes with the TV. How the hell are you doing that? If you buy furniture, say you buy a dresser. Don't you think that thing coming assembled? I think not. Say you buying a desk. You think it's coming assembled? I think not. Say you buy I'm trying to think what else. Anything. Really anything. There is like when it comes to appliances, refrigerators, whatever. When it comes to shit that you buy, some things require you to screw or unscrew. This is not anything new, not just in gaming. We're talking in the world, in appliances, in shopping. There are people all over the world that buy all types of appliances, that buy all types of furniture, and all these different things. And they know and understand that you have to screw shit in. If you buy a gaming chair, or if you buy a computer chair or whatever, that thing doesn't come assembled. That thing doesn't come assembled. You have to screw that thing. You have to screw multiple things in. You have to screw the arms in. You have to screw the back in. You have to put it onto the base. And sometimes you have to screw that in. You have to put the wheels on the base. Nothing that you do in your life is just plug and play. What are you talking about? That's the first thing, right? The second thing, and this is probably the one that aggravates me the most, right? It's the fact that how long have y'all been gaming? These are questions. First off, no. I'm not even going to ask that question yet. How many people right now, how many people in this chat have a screwdriver in their house? Just just from like when you bought an appliance and it came with a screwdriver, or you have tools because you like to build. How many people in this chat have a screwdriver? Never mind a screwdriver. We're not even gonna talk about screwdrivers. How many people in this chat got a butter knife? I'll wait. How many people in this chat have a butter knife? I'll go a step further. Guys. How many people got change lying around? A quarter, a nickel, a dime, a penny. You can unscrew this thing with a quarter. You realize that, right? You can unscrew this screw here with a quarter, with a butter knife. Like, are you people resourceful? Right? So that's the first thing. The second thing, PS3. You had to unscrew. You had to pull back the. When you did it on PS3, you actually would risk voiding the warranty. But on the PS3, you had to on the fat. I'm talking like OG PS3. On the fat OG PS3, you had to peel back the lid on the side and unscrew the. You had to unscrew the fastenings on the drive inside to even pull the console out. I mean, to pull the internal hard drive out, you had to do that, right? And then when you pulled out the chassis, you had to unscrew the screws in the chassis to do that. And then PS4 is no different. You had to unscrew the chassis and all this other stuff. Come on, guys. Come on. Are we really mad about? Are people really mad? Well, this is the other thing, man. People are trying to make the comparison with this screw, with the Xbox Series X and Series, like with the Xbox name, Series X, Series S, Xbox One S. That first off, that's a weak argument, right? Because people in this world aren't so stupid that they don't know how to unscrew something at the bottom of a fucking console. Let's nip that in the bud, right? People aren't so stupid that they don't know how to unscrew something, right? But and I'm talking grannies on down to a fucking 5-year-old. You unscrew, you know what's so funny about people? You unscrew stuff every day, and you don't even realize it. When you open in a bottle of water or soda or something, you're unscrewing the top, right? When you turn on a faucet or a shower, you're unscrewing the valve that keeps the water from coming out so that it can come out of the faucet. You understand it? That's unscrewing. You're unscrewing and screwing back. You realize that, right? When you turn a doorknob, that's like unscrewing the lock so that you can get in or out of where you need to go. So when you think about it at its core, you unscrew shit every day. You realize that? Do you guys realize that? Do you guys realize that you unscrew shit every day? I bet you guys don't realize that. I bet you guys are like, damn, Persona, you're right. We really do unscrew shit every day. Yes, you do. You unscrew shit every single day. You guys don't even realize it. And it's funny, right? So it's crazy for people on social media to think that people are so stupid that they don't know how to unscrew a screw at the bottom of the console to loosen up the stand, so that they can move the stand into the other position and sit it on its side. It's crazy that people would even think that people are that stupid. Now, to go back to the whole Series X or the Xbox name argument, it's a weak argument. When you go into a store and say, hey, I need a flathead screw to unscrew. If you walk into a store and say, hey, I need a flathead screwdriver so I can unscrew a stand on a PlayStation 5. Oh, okay, sir, here you go. Hey, my son wants an Xbox. Which one? Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X. Like, there is no comparison here. There is no comparison when it comes to that argument. It's a weak argument, and it does not work here. Because someone going into the store asking for a flathead screwdriver so they can unscrew a stand, and someone asking for an Xbox for their son are not the same things, and the argument is weak. It's weak. Hey, I want to get an Xbox for my son. Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, Xbox One S, Xbox Z, Xbox this, Xbox. What do you want? What are you talking about? You don't make sense. So stop it, guys. And we know that this is just some fanboy rhetoric bullshit. We all know. But it's just like, guys, stop it. No one's this stupid. And the fact that you would think people are this stupid is sad. The lengths and levels that you will go to downplay something so insignificant, so minute. What the hell is wrong with you people? Stop it. Right? Watch the teardown. Because I've seen people saying, oh, I got to unscrew it. This is just going to be such a hassle. Guys, stop it. You look foolish. You look foolish. Cut it out. But that's my rant on the whole unscrewing thing. But let's continue, guys.
カラオケの時はコインネジで固定されています。
Simple. One screw. That's all you got to do. One screw. People think it's the end of the world.
外したネジはスタンドの中に収納。
And then, yo, you know what's even crazy? You even got a place on the damn stand to sit the screw. That's what PlayStation did. They put that's PlayStation really don't miss. They put the screw inside the stand. Lord have mercy. Shout out to PlayStation, man.
で、このキャップを固定しておく。
And then they even got, yo, listen. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this, I was like, yo, PlayStation really don't miss. They even got a little cover that sits inside the stand as well, that you can put on the hole so that dust don't get in there or some, whatever, stuff don't get in there. This is perfect. Shout out to PlayStation.
いきます。横置きにするときはベースを回転させてください。
And then you can lock everything away.
こ
PlayStation
の
don't
マー
miss.
クに合わせてベースを差し込んでください。
And listen, if you want to sit it on the side, you sit it right there. It's simple. Yo, that console, I'm not gonna lie, this console is really big, man. When you look at it like this on its side, especially because this is the disc-based version, this is a big boy, man. This is really a big boy. This is a big boy. Sexy, of course, this thing's sexy, but it's a big boy. Yo,
両側
Andre.
の白いパネルはお客様自身で取り外しが可能です。後ろの角を持ち上げてスライドすると外せます。
Oh, and then you slide. So you lift and slide. Now, this is the part that actually really excited me as well, because the fact that the top and bottom plates can be like taken off like that, it's really gonna open up a market for custom PlayStation 5 plates. It's really going to open up that market. And this is a theory that I have. And this is only a theory. This is not fact. This is just, yo, Blackbeard, what's good, bro? This is just a theory. But I think that PlayStation is actually, like, instead of doing custom consoles like this, like a custom console, what I think PlayStation is going to do, well, they may still do custom consoles. Let me not say they won't. But what I think PlayStation and third-party people as well, especially third-party people, but I think PlayStation is going to be putting out like custom PlayStation 5 plates that you can buy, like, Last of Us 2 plates and different color plates and God of War plates and Miles Morales, like Spider-Man plates. There's all types of different plates. I cannot wait for this market to start booming with the plates, because I know it's going to come. I know it's coming, and I can't wait because I'm buying some dope-ass plates. Trust me.
こちらも後ろの角を持ち上げてスライドします。
Man.
ここに冷却用のファンが内蔵されています。両側から大量の空気を吸い込みます。
So the fan is on the front and the
PS5
back.
では2箇所にダストキャッチャーを設けました。
It's got 2 dust catchers. So I'm assuming If dust were to get in, it would be trapped here, and then this is how you clean it. What's up, PlayStation 5? Oh, yeah. What's up, PlayStation podcast plates? You know that's happening. If we can do that, that's definitely happening.
この2箇所の穴
Collect
か
dust
ら
as it can be
すぐに
vacuumed
出
out
す
through
こと
three
が可能
holes.
です。
So the dust. Got you. So these little holes here are going to be for like those that are like clean freaks and like to clean their console. I clean my console like twice, like once a week, once every other week or so. This is, instead of opening the entire console, these little vents here will be where you can vacuum out the dust. I'm excited about that.
将来の拡張ストレージ用として
For future storage, M2 storage interface,
PCIe
PCIe
4.0 に採用した M.2 インターフェースを搭載しています。
Now this right here. Now this right here had me smiling because somebody pointed this out to me earlier today on Twitter, where the way it's set up, the way this is looking, it looks like this might be, you might be able to put different size cards in here. So what I mean is, let me show you guys. Hold up, I'll show you the message. I think it was Foxen who sent this to me too. Let me, it was Austin. Austin, what's good, bruh? What's good? All right, so it can support 2280, 2260, 2242, and 2230 sized, excuse me, 30 sized SSD cards that can fit into here. So these are all the sizes that can fit. So this, man, this is gonna be real nice. This just excites me that much more because I'm most definitely buying expandable like an expandable external storage or whatever. I'm definitely buying the highest the highest gigs that I can buy. I'm buying, and from what I understand, when you add the extra memory to the console, the memory just gets added onto the 825s that's there, from my understanding. It's not going to be like how on the PlayStation 4, whenever you expand the memory, you have to rebuild database, you have to reinstall the OS. When you do because in my PlayStation 4 Pro, I have a 2 terabyte inside the console. And in order for me to put that 2 terabyte, what I did was I downloaded the PlayStation OS onto a USB drive, and then I installed that onto the internal, and then I had to run, when you put it in, you have to do all this while you're in the BIOS of the PlayStation, and then it builds everything, and installs everything and stuff like that, which takes some time. So being able to just plug this in and this gets added onto the already existing memory without having to do all that extra stuff is just phenomenal. So I'm really excited about that.
ここからプレイステーション5を分解していきます。
Seeing this being taken apart was just amazing. It was great to see this. Here go the fan.
直径120ミリ、厚さ45ミリの両面吸
So the cooling fan is a large. This thing is this is a big fan too. This fan is actually even bigger than the PlayStation 4 Pro fan. This fan is huge because the PS4 Pro fan, or I could say just PS4 fan, because I believe the PS4 and the Pro have the same fan. I could be wrong. Somebody quote me. Don't quote me on that. But this fan, the PS4 Pro fan only has, I want to say maybe like 9 blades, maybe 8, like 6 or 6. I want to say 6 blades. I'll say about 6 blades because the fan is being blocked by I think that's the heat sink that sits near it. But this fan here, this is a thick boy. This is thick, and it's a double-sided fan, intake fan. So this fan is definitely, they put, by the looks of it, they put a workhorse fan. They put a workhorse fan into this console that's really going to be doing some work. Corey says you can't remove the base SSD. Everything is in addition to the storage. Yes, that is 100% correct, Corey. Yes.
の大型ファンを搭載しています。ケースを外します。
This right here too, I think he has, this is for those that are probably wondering what this is sitting on, if I'm not mistaken, this looks like an anti-static mat type of thing. That's what this looks like. I could be wrong though. Ooh, when he took that off, when I first seen that, I was like, this looks amazing.
ウルトラ HD ブルーレイのドライブユニットです。
This for you physical boys. Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. So there you go for y'all that, I'm physical because, I like to have my physical, and, I like to watch DVDs and Blu-rays and the 4K Blu-rays, and this is for y'all, man. Like, when I seen the optical, when I saw this Blu-ray drive, I was like, I'm good. I don't give a shit about this. I don't care about that.
ドライブユニットは板金ケースで完全に覆い、さらに二重のインシュレーターでマウントすることにより、リスク回電時の駆動音と振動も低減させています。次に Wi-Fi 6 と Bluetooth5.1 のアンテナにつながるケーブルを。
So now, okay. Because when I was watching this earlier, I didn't have closed captioning on, so I couldn't read. I didn't understand what they were saying. So, it's like I'm actually watching this for the first time with you guys, which is kind of great. But, okay, so this cable that he was unplugging was leading to the Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1 antenna. Oh! Yo, this console is a powerhouse. Yo, Corey, let them know Digital Gang out here, man. Yo, Wi-Fi 6. Oh, man. Yo, low-key, for PlayStation, this was like a low-key flex, man. We unscrewing the thing to the Wi-Fi 6 and the 5.1. Yo, Dribble, what's good, bro? Oh, wait, man, that's fire. So that's the antennas and stuff. Remove the shield, okay. Okay. Pull out all the cables and stuff. I think this is the part here. Is this the part where you're going to say RDNA 2? Look at that motherboard. That motherboard kind of sexy. That motherboard nice. CPU has 8 cores and 16 threads and runs up to 3.5 gigahertz. Right? CPU, blah, 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 Zen 2.
最大 3.5GHz で駆動します。GPU は最大に
GPU is driven up at up to 2.23 gigahertz and delivers 10.3 teraflops. Right? And then let's stop right here. Let's stop right here because this is where the chef got in the kitchen and started cooking up that crow for everybody to eat. What has been the rhetoric? And let me explain something to you guys, because you got a couple of Spec Ops guys that are trying to flip the script with this, right? They're trying to say, oh, all of a sudden PlayStation guys care about RDNA 2, blah blah blah. No, this is the part. This is what people have to understand. For me, at least for me, it's just funny that PlayStation is once again proving you guys to be wrong. Dumb and wrong. Right? So it's funny. So of course I'm going to put this out there because it's funny for you guys to continually oh, it's RDNA 1. No, it's RDNA 1.5. Listen guys, I'm a gamer politician. Okay? I know what I'm talking about here. It is RDNA 1. RDNA 1.5. You see the chair? It's a cyberpunk chair. RDNA 1. RDNA 1.5. It is not RDNA 2. Okay? This is what people were saying, guys. This is what people were saying For months, they were saying this. It's not possible. And you know what's so funny? Lisa's son confirmed this a couple months back, right? This has continually been the rhetoric and misinformation that has been getting pushed out there for months by people who refuse to believe that the GPU on this console was not capable of being RDNA 2 because of the teraflop count. That has been not only the teraflop count, but also because of the GPU clock frequency, right? This has been the misinformation that has been continually pushed out there. Even though, never mind, tech insiders, people that actually run entire technology companies. Lisa's son, Mark Cerny. People that actually went to college, educated, and are educated and knowledgeable in this stuff and actually built this technology. They actually built this technology. You've got fanboys and people out here in the community that are saying that they are wrong. And that's why this is so funny. And that's why I went around today talking about that RDNA 2. Because for the Spec Ops, you look like a fool. For the Spec Ops, you look stupid. And for anybody that's new here, for anybody that doesn't know what a Spec Ops is, a Spec Ops is what I call people that love to talk about specs all the time, all over social media. Well, RDNA this, and well, the games are going to look great, but this is how the specs are, and they're always talking about specs. Specs when it comes to these consoles. They're never talking about the games. They always talking about specs. Specs. It's the specs, guys. Yeah, the games are fine, but it's all about the specs, and the PlayStation's not RDNA 2. Like, they're always talking about this shit, right? So that's what I call them. I call them Spec Ops. I call them Spec Ops. That's what they are. They're Spec Ops. And today, the Spec Ops are looking foolish. They're looking stupid. So now the argument is, oh, yeah, it's RDNA 2, but it's based. It's so crazy because I remember when Insomniac said that Miles Morales was going to be 4K 60 frames per second and it had that little slash. And people was like, well, what does the slash mean? What does the slash mean? Does that mean it's going to be 4K and 60 frames? Does it going to be, it's going to be 4K or 60 frames? Like, what does that slash, like, you people never went to school? Are you people really this stupid? Right? Now, and obviously this is just a deflect. That's why they say this stuff. Now the deflect for the RDNA argument is, oh yeah, it's RDNA 2, but it's based. What does that mean? Based what? So it's based off of an architecture of RDNA 2, but it's not actually RDNA 2. It's based. Guys, can you just accept your L? Is that possible? Can we accept the L here? They can't accept the L. They keep running. What's wrong with you guys? Stop running. Lisa Sue. Why I say son? I'm sorry. Lisa Sue. I apologize. You're right, Corey. But let's continue. RDNA 2, guys.
GHz で駆動し、10.3 テラフロップスを実現します。メモリーは GDDR6 を8個搭載し、バンド幅は最大で毎秒400
Jesus delivers a maximum bandwidth of 448 gigabits per
48
second.
ギガバイトです。
Jesus Christ. GDDR6 16 gigs.
ストレージは HDD に代わり、
We utilize onboard,
825
so we utilize onboard 825 gigabyte SSD instead of a HDD. So yeah, this is onboard memory. So everything is on the board. So one thing about it is everything is just a single point of failure. Like there's only one single point of failure. Well, I don't want to call it a single point of failure, but I feel like if one thing breaks on the console, then everything is gonna kind of be rendered unusable, especially if the memory and stuff doesn't work. At least, on the PlayStation 4, if the memory stopped working, you can just pull it out, put a new one in. But here, if something like that were to happen where the motherboard stops working or like, the memory, something in the memory is fucked up, it would render the entire board useless. That single point of failure, a part of me worries a little bit with this just because, if something messes up on the board, you really can't use the console at all. You know, that's it. Especially if the memory messes up. You know, the SSD, which is, you know, I don't think it would, because I'm pretty sure PlayStation has done rigorous testing on this console. So I think they've got the build right here. But still having a single point of failure like this, it worries me a little bit, just because everything is really dependent on the performance of the motherboard, right? And with the memory being attached to that as well, if there's a memory failure like this, especially at this level, if there's a memory failure at this level, you can't use the console at all. Like it's a paperweight at that point. So that's the part that worries me.
SSD をオンボードで実装しています。カスタムの SSD コントローラーにより、読み込み速度は生データの転送速度で毎秒 5.5GB と高速化され、ゲームのロード時間を大幅に短縮しています。
It's pretty amazing to also kind of see just how this all has come together like this. It's pretty fascinating, actually. Just because just to see how everything is working. This new generation about to be so fire, man.
PS5 の SoC は小型の台を非常に高いクロックで動作させています。このため、シリコン台の熱密度が非常に高くなり、SoC とヒートシンクの間に挟む
which required us to significantly increase the performance of the thermal conductor, also known as TIM, that sits between the SoC and the heatsink.
と呼ばれる熱伝導材の大幅な性能アップが必要でした。PS5 では長期で安定した高い
PlayStation 5 utilizes liquid metal as the TIM to ensure long-term, stable, high cooling performance.
冷却性能を実現するため、この TIM に液体金属を採用しました。我々は2年以上前からこの液体金属を
we have spent over 2 years preparing the adoption of this liquid metal cooling mechanism. Let's stop here for a second, right? I really want you guys to understand something. Understand something, guys. This here, if this works out the way we think it's going to work out when it comes to cooling with liquid metal, because I know people saying, you know, I had some guy on my post earlier today, well, you know, because when I retweeted that, you know, PlayStation was in development with this liquid metal solution and how this was going to work for 2 years, and they developed this way of how it was going to work. Oh, well, liquid metal cooling has been on the PC for so long now, and PlayStation didn't invent liquid metal. Guys, first off, it's like, you know what it is? I think people think, like, when you talk about stuff on social media, or when you like retweet stuff and you're talking about this information, it's like people think you're stupid, right? Like almost as if I didn't go to school and I don't know the periodic table, right? Like, I don't know the elements. Like, I'm not stupid to think that PlayStation created and invented liquid metal. You learn that shit in elementary school, in middle school. Of course, PlayStation didn't invent liquid metal. Come on, guys. No one's that stupid. Okay? No one is that stupid. Okay? But it's like certain people on social media, they think you're stupid. Well, PlayStation didn't invent liquid metal. My guy, what are you what are you talking about, bro? Of course PlayStation didn't invent liquid metal. Like, that's obvious. But for some reason on social media, the obvious isn't so obvious when it comes to common sense and reading comprehension. Anyway, I digress. This is what people need to understand. The fact that PlayStation has spent 2 years developing a way to use liquid metal cooling in a way where it does not cause erosion or dry out, or it's able to be used as a long-term solution for cooling in the capacity that they want it to be in when it comes to the frequencies and things like that. Things like this is what's going to not only push gaming forward, but it also pushes how things are cooled with PCs forward. This is something that PlayStation themselves have created in terms of how they are using the liquid metal and its cooling solution in the console to get more performance out of the CPU and ensure that the heating dissipation is at the rate that it is. That is amazing. That is amazing, guys. That is amazing. I don't think people understand. I'm not sure if people are understanding how amazing this is. I don't think they do. I don't think they understand how amazing this is. And PlayStation developed this. PlayStation developed this. This is PlayStation trying to push gaming forward. Not only that, they're trying to push technological advancements forward, bro. They're using motherfuckers is using the periodic table, the cool shit. Like, that's gangster. But this liquid metal shit is just amazing. Like, shout out to PlayStation, man. No better place to play, I'm just saying.
採用するための準備をしてきました。考えうるありとあらゆる試験を実施し、採用に至っています。
Gangster. Now listen, guys.
これが PS5 の
When they pulled this big motherfucker out, man.
ヒートシンクです。
When my boy pulled out this when he pulled this thing out, I was like, what? Yo, I had to rewind. Let's rewind that again. Look at the size. Yo, guys, look at the size of this goddamn heat sink, bruh. Look at the size of this thing. Like, yo, this thing is huge. This thing is damn near the size, or at least the length of the console. That is crazy.
これが PS5 のヒートシンクです。
Jesus.
PS3 や PS4 と同じくヒートパイプ
So, like PS3, PS4, it uses a heat pipe. However, the shape and airflow have made it possible to achieve the same performance as a vapor chamber.
を使っていますが、形状やエアフローの工夫により、ベーパーチャンバーと同等の性能を実現しました。これが定格350
That's the power supply, 350 watts.
これがプレイステーション5の全部品です。
Yo, hold up. Can we get a round? Yo, round of applause, my boy, Yoshihiro. Another round of applause, man. No, another round of applause, man. We gotta get another round of applause out here, man, because my boy did his thing, man. Shout out to my boy Yoshihiro. This is, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it laid out like this, how it is right now, man, was this a marvel to see, guys. Because I love technology. I love seeing this type of stuff. You know what's funny? It was surprisingly therapeutic to watch this breakdown. Very therapeutic, guys. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. It was very therapeutic to watch this morning. I really was like, I don't want to say mesmerized, but I was really like in the zone watching this. It was really fascinating to see. But seeing the parts laid out like this is just, man, like, I'm just that much more excited for the PlayStation 5. Like, seeing this just has me that much more excited. And I can't wait. Put this pic of the breakdown up again. I seen that pic earlier too, Sam. Yo, this was great to see, man. Shout out to PlayStation for the teardown. It's like I said earlier, man. When it comes to PlayStation, the teardown was definitely something that I personally wanted to see. And I feel like they needed to do this before the console came out, just to get it out there. You get what I'm saying? To get that information out there, to get the word out there. You definitely want to have that teardown out there. You feel me? So when it comes to the teardown, definitely a 10 out of 10 to see. I'm that much more excited for the PlayStation 5. We are what's today's date? The 7th? We got 35 days or something like that? 35 days until the console drops? I think we could do it. But one more thing I wanted to show you guys too on the teardown aspect of it. Now, like I said, I ain't no spec ups. But so Tech Power Up, they updated what the GPU is. And AMD, it's an AMD Oberon, which I know that was mentioned before. And so AMD's Oberon GPU uses RDNA 2.0. So RDNA 2 architecture, and is made using a 7 nanometer production process at TSMC. Oberon does not support DirectX. For GPU compute applications, OpenCL version 1.2 can be used. It features 2,304 shading units and 144 texture mapping units at 64 ROPs. And I think that's reads. I don't know what ROP stands for, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, this is pretty fascinating. So RDNA 2 for you guys out there. But that is the teardown, guys. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Right? But PlayStation was not done. Right? PlayStation wasn't done, guys. They weren't done because they dropped some more news today that I am not going to lie. This got me excited. This got me really, really excited. So, upcoming trophy leveling changes, detailed. So, this was something that I was really, really excited to see. Because, even though I'm not like a super hardcore trophy hunter like I used to be, I still get platinums. I still chase trophies. I get platinums and things like that. So, this is definitely something that I was excited for. But essentially, there's going to be new trophy levels. So the first thing you'll notice is the big change to your trophy levels. We're increasing the trophy level range from the current 1 to 100 to 1 to 999. So following this update, your trophy level will automatically be remapped to a new level within this new range based on the trophies you've earned to date. For example, if your current trophy level is 12, your new level will jump to somewhere in the low 200s. The exact level will depend on the number and grades of trophies you've acquired. There will be no changes to the trophies already earned or trophy information such as unlocked requirements. Really, really excited about this because right now I'm sitting at, I think I'm 30 or I'm 29. I think I'm a trophy level 29. Let me check. I don't want to be a liar. My trophy level is 29. I'm almost got 6,000 trophies. So, at level 29, my trophy level is probably going to be probably like 500, maybe 400 or so, 400 or 500. So that's going to be really good to see. And, a lot of these, the other change that's happening, and I think this one is also going to be a big one, is new trophy calculations. New level calculation structure, right? So they're saying we've implemented a new trophy level calculation system that is more optimized and rewarding. Players will progress quicker through the early levels, and levels will increase more consistently. Platinum trophies will now count more towards your level progression, making them even more valuable. So this is making This is making you guys, like, for the trophy hunters out there, this is definitely going to. Ooh, where did it take me? I don't know why it looked like that. Okay, this is going to like make you how do you say, grind. It's gonna make you want to get platinums more, because the platinum is now going to mean more, and it's going to definitely mean more to your score, especially if you're someone that cares about trophies. If you care about grinding trophies and stuff like that, is really going to matter to you. So the way the breakdown is going to work is a bronze level trophy is going to be worth 1 to 299 points, right? Silver level trophies are going to be worth 300 to 599 points. Gold level trophies are now going to be from 600 to 998 points. And platinum trophies are going to be levels 999. So with an expanded level range, we're also updating the trophy level icon on PlayStation 5 as well as the PlayStation app at a later date. Currently, the icon is just a single gold star, but we're adding a few variants. So obviously, the breakdowns are here. The icon will also have a subtle distinction to visually suggest how close you are to the next level. Lastly, just for clarity, trophies that you've earned on previous PlayStation systems will come with you to PlayStation 5, just as they have in previous generation transitions. The new trophy levels will be reflected in all locations that trophy levels are shown, including past systems, the PlayStation app, and My PlayStation. Also, all of these updates will be automatically implemented on the system side starting later tonight, North America, later tonight in North America, and tomorrow for Europe. This is gonna be like really interesting. So this has me really excited, because I think something like this is gonna have me grinding trophies again, like super grinding trophies like how I used to back in the day. So it may have me on that super trophy grind. But also, something has slipped out today. Something slipped out today, guys. Something slipped out. Nibble. Nibble. Shout out to my boy in the billion. Shout out to the billion, man. It slipped out today. Yes, this slipped out on the French PlayStation blog. So some slipped out that shouldn't have slipped out, but it got pulled away, and I think this was not supposed to get pulled away. So it got pulled away because it wasn't supposed to be posted so soon, I think. But they have leaked this, so PlayStation leaked this themselves, so they might as well just let us know. But according to the French PlayStation blog, trophy tracking is going to be a thing on the PlayStation 5. And I gotta be honest. Guys, I've been wanting this for like 2 or 3 years now. I've been wanting this for a minute, right? The fact that we'll be able to track our trophies. So pretty much it says track your progress on PlayStation 5. Now, I don't know if this is going to also be on PlayStation 4 or if this is going to be something that's exclusive to PlayStation 5. And also, guys, remember, keep in mind, PlayStation pulled this from the blog, so they might not have wanted to announce this now, or this might have just been a mistake. We don't know. I think this is, the fact that it was posted on the official blog, I definitely 100% think this is something that's in the pipeline, and it may not be out at the launch of the PlayStation 5, but I would assume within that first year of PlayStation 5, like next year, 2021, within like middle, maybe end, we'll see. We will be seeing some sort of trophy tracking progression being implemented onto the PlayStation 5. But essentially it says on PlayStation 5, you'll be able to track your progress towards individual trophies for compatible PlayStation 5 games. For example, you'll sometimes see how many artifacts you have to collect or how many armor upgrades you need to get before unlocking a trophy. So this part here, this compatible PS5 games part here, that leads me to believe that this is definitely going to be something that may not be implemented at the launch of the PlayStation 5. But not only that, but I think it also may be something that may be left up to the developers, I want to say. And judging by the wording here, I don't think this is going to be on PlayStation 4. So for you guys that may be looking to have this on PS4, or you're not upgrading to PS5 right away, I'm sorry, big fella. You might you might not be getting this. I'm gonna be honest with you. But for all the PS5 people, it's definitely going to be for the compatible games for PS5. So I hope they do explain what does that mean by compatible. Like, I'm assuming that, it's going to be on a game-by-game basis based off if developers implement this or not. Or I don't know. We'll see. At Persona, will Sony implement trophy tracking? I think they will. So that's the trophy information. What is another? Oh, yeah. Yo, guys, I don't know if I was trying to decide if I was going to talk about this on this podcast or do another podcast and talk about this. Screw it. We'll talk about it. So I don't even know if Jason Schreier deleted the tweet or not. Jason Schreier. Shout out to Jason Schreier, man. I'm trying to find the tweets. Here we oh man, yo, this is yo, this week has been such, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This has been such an eventful week. So eventful, right? So yo, listen, man. Alright, so peep this, man. So there was back and forth with Paris, and for those who don't know who Paris is, he's an influencer within the community. Well, he ain't influencing shit over here, but he's an influencer that, like he works very closely with Xbox and I guess different developers, and he's got his own podcast and stuff like that. And Jason Schreier, he goes, looking forward to playing this. Best wishes to all the exhausted developers still working long hours to fix as many bugs as they can by release day. And the game that he's referring to is Cyberpunk 2077. And for those who don't know, the issue, the news came out, was it this week or last week? I forget. I think it might have been last week, that Cyberpunk 2077 was having crunch. They were having to do mandatory 6-day crunch to fix bugs and get Cyberpunk ready for launch, because Cyberpunk releases next month. So Schreier broke that news as well about the Cyberpunk crunch and stuff like that. And we're not gonna talk a whole lot about that, about the crunch, because we talked about that last time. But so Paris, he quote tweets, he says, "Crunch absolutely stinks. But it's almost like your agenda matters more than letting these same hardworking folks at CD Projekt Red just have one day to celebrate a huge achievement. Congrats." So, Jason Schreier is a New Yorker. And old Jason Schreier had time today. So Schreier, he pulls up this tweet from like Paris in June, where he was like, "What an awesome gift and surprise. Thank you, CD Projekt Red, for sending the Secret Labs Cyberpunk 2077 chair. I'm in love. You can get a Secret Labs chair here." And that's for the Cyberpunk chair. And the Cyberpunk chair, I think, was like, the Cyberpunk chair was like $800. So then Jason, he quote tweeted, he tweeted this and he said, "It's disappointing, but not entirely surprising to be accused of having an agenda by influencers who get free chairs from the companies involved. My agenda is to report on the video game industry as fairly and honestly as I can, and to not take swag from the companies I cover." Now, the thing about this is, Jason Schreier, he, because he I think he also broke the news about Naughty Dog crunch. Like, he's really a crusader when it comes to that crunch stuff. Like, he's definitely really against that, right? So he's definitely reported on that stuff before. Now, the funny thing about this is the funniest thing about this and why this was so funny to me, and quite frank, I wouldn't even say funny, it was ironic. And the reason why this was so ironic to me is because not just me, but quite a few people in, quite a few people that I fuck with and people that I watch, people have been saying that like a lot of these influencers or a lot of these, these, let's call it what it is, corporate shills. A lot of these influencers are definitely bought and paid. You feel me? They're definitely bought and paid, and they're definitely, it's obvious. Like it's not even something that's being hidden anymore. It's just, it's in your face, obvious. Like, so for Paris to even feel, for Paris to even say something like this, right? It comes off as you being a shill because you're getting free shit. I'm sure you're going to get the game for free, a review copy. I'm sure they're going to send you the collector's edition. I'm sure you're getting all this free shit. Even if you say, oh, I'm not biased, I'm fair, whatever, no one's going to believe you because look at all the free shit that you're getting. You're getting a ton of free stuff. And listen, I ain't mad at your hustle. You feel me? If you want, make your money, do what you do. I ain't never going to stop a man from making money. Make your money, make connections, do what you do. This ain't what that is. But we also got to call a spade, man. Jason Schreier is right. In this situation, I agreed 100%. Because I've been seeing this not just with Paris, but with a lot of people in this community, a lot of influencers. And this is the thing about influencers. You're never really supposed to put a lot of stock in these people. I never do. Like, and the reason why I say that is because you can never really trust what these people say. That's why, like, reviews and shit like that, I don't listen to reviews and all. What I look like listening to what motherfuckers on the other side of the country or what a motherfucker that just started gaming last gen or this gen, what I look like taking advice from them when it comes to what games to buy. You get what I'm saying? Like, that ain't never been me. You feel me? I'd rather talk to like like a best friend or like a close friend or something like that, or somebody that has the same thing. Like, I'm not about to listen to these people on what games to buy and what games not to buy, because if that was the case, a lot of games motherfuckers wouldn't buy, and they wouldn't buy them not because they're bad games, but because of their feelings. A motherfucker, oh, well, this game didn't get me some free shit, so I'm not going to give them a good review, or I'm not going to be as positive, or whatever. Like, it's too many variables with that type of shit, man. And this was something that I was talking about a while ago when I was saying that, one of the biggest problems with people in this community is they lead with their feelings. And it's very, very obvious that they do because of how they react to facts. How they never mind opinions, right? Because an opinion is an opinion. So how you react to an opinion, that's different. But when it comes to a fact, something that cannot be disputed as not being less than what it is, which is a fact, people tend to not lead with facts, but more so lead with their feelings. Oh, I feel X, Y, Z. Oh, this is how I feel. I feel. But what are the facts? You can still give your thoughts on how you feel about shit, but these are still the facts. A lot of people cannot accept or really acknowledge that this is a fact and that it is what it is, right? And when it comes to these influencers in this community, I feel like they all are tainted. They're all tainted because all of the kickbacks that these people are getting, you can't trust shit these people say. And they shill. They shill for the company. like you really have to call it what it is. And yeah, you got people, oh no, he's this, he's that. No, he would never do this. No. Listen, man, all these people are shills, man. All these influencers are shills, man. Like, no one's being honest in this gaming community. No one's giving you their honest thoughts and opinions. They walking on eggshells because they, out of fear of being blacklisted. Like, when it comes to these influencers, they trying to look good. That's true, Wolflow. Type in the word facts after your BS doesn't make it true. That's true. That's 100% true. But when it comes to, the whole CD Projekt Red situation, it's obvious that Paris is leading with his feelings and not the facts. He's leading with his feelings and not the facts. Or, I deal in facts and absolutes. I don't deal with feelings. Yeah, it's great that the game went gold. Motherfuckers still, and listen, I don't care about crunch. We've had that conversation too many times. I ain't defending crunch or nothing like that, and that ain't what this is. My whole thing is, it's obvious that Paris is leading with his feelings, because look how he responded. Then he tried to mask it under the guise of, oh, well, Jason is trying to do XYZ because he's this type of person, or whatever the case may be. Nah. Now, my question is, if Paris wasn't getting free shit from CD Projekt Red, would he still say the shit? Would he have still done that quote tweet? That's what I really am curious to know. I don't think he would have. Wholeheartedly, I don't think he would have. But this goes back to my point of, you can't, for people in this community, you can't put a lot of stock into how these people truly feel, or the shit that they say about gaming, because it's all bought and paid for. It's all bought and paid for. My whole rule of thumb is, and I've always maintained this, I don't really care about reviews in the sense of it, when it tells me what to buy when it comes to games. But when it comes to games and stuff like that, that's something that I myself am going to I need to experience it for myself. Even if it's, oh, this is bad, this is this is that, I still have to experience it for myself. A lot of gamers, you guys got to stop putting a lot of stock into these influencers, man. I'm not going to go too deep into that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with that, because myself, and I've been very vocal about how I feel with these influencers and shit like that. I've been vocal about that stuff too many times before, so it's no need to keep going talking about it. But in terms of Jason Schreier, he's right. The one with the agenda is actually Paris. Because you're getting paid, you're getting free kickbacks and shit. You're the one with the agenda, my dude. You're the one with the agenda. He doesn't realize it, and he's got a lot of yes men around you that's like, no, it ain't you, it's them. It's you, bro. Because even with Xbox, it's like, everything Xbox do is good. I ain't never met a motherfucker on this planet that thought every goddamn thing them motherfuckers was doing is good. Because it ain't. Even the shit that's bad ain't good. Motherfuckers were saying that that exclusive content, third-party exclusives and stuff like that, that stuff was anti-consumer. A lot of people in this community were saying that stuff. A lot of people. When that whole Bethesda shit happened, people was shouting for joy. And I'm like, huh? You happy that games are being taken away from not 1, 2 consoles, because the Switch. You happy about that? Oh, well, this is business. This is how things work, and now they're owned by Xbox, and that's good to you? Didn't you say exclusives is bad and this is anti-consumer and all this other stuff? Doesn't make sense. But no one stands by their convictions. There's too many gaming politicians out here. Some of y'all need help. But with that being said, guys, I'm about to chill for the night, man. I think Sick is still streaming. Let me see. Is Sick streaming? I think he is. Yes, he is. He's got a full party. I'll probably stop by there and see what's up. But guys, notice they can never elaborate on their reasons. Wolfflow, that's a fact though. When it comes to how they feel, they can never really voice how they feel. It's like, how you feel about this, or why you feel this way? Oh, cause it's never about how they feel. It's always about what's best for the community and the gamer. And I'm like, I've never met someone speak like this before. You can never tell me why you feel the way you feel. You only tell me why it's wrong for the community. It's like, what? You don't make sense. You don't make no sense. You feel me? You don't make no sense. But anyway, guys and girls in the stream, I appreciate y'all coming through. This is not gonna be a long stream. I just want to talk a little bit. It's been, I haven't done a podcast in a little bit, so I definitely wanted to do this teardown. I hope you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed a couple of the other topics that I talked about. And What's Up PlayStation podcast is going to be this Saturday at 11 a.m. with Bari. That's going to be entertaining. Don't miss that. I may do another podcast Friday, depending on what type of news come out. I've got a feeling we're going to get that UI reveal this week. We might get that UI reveal either this week or next week. I personally think it's going to be this week, but we'll see. But everyone, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. Round of applause. Big round of applause to you guys, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Please be safe, and I will see you guys next time. Same place,